Hi learners, my name is Rebecca Pinto. I'm an assistant professor at Ganpat Parsikar College of Education, Harmal, Goa. I'll be dealing with a module entitled Empowering Verses, Exploring Feminist Narratives in Indian and American Poetry. Let's first discuss feminism and the cultural perspectives regarding feminism. We will begin with American culture. When we talk about feminism, feminism is a movement that fights for equal rights for women. And in the US, there were three key figures that are associated with this feminist movement, and they are Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Lucretia Mott, and Susan B. Anthony. Elizabeth Stanton was a prominent figure in the women's suffrage movement and an early advocate for women's rights. Stanton played a crucial role in organizing the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, which is considered to be the birthplace of the women's rights movement in the US. She also co authored the Declaration of Sentiments, which called for women's equality in various aspects of life, including suffrage. Lucretia Mott was a Quaker and a women's rights activist. Alongside Elizabeth Stanton, she also helped to organize the Seneca Falls Convention and was a key figure in early women's rights movement. She advocated for women's suffrage as well as for political as well as social equality for women. Susan B. Anthony, another leading figure in women's movement, played a pivotal role in securing women's right to vote in the United States. She co founded the National Women's Suffrage Association with Elizabeth Stanton. These three women were instrumental in laying the groundwork for feminist movements in the 1960s as well as beyond, and this has been inspirational to generations of activists who continue to fight for gender equality even in contemporary times. There is an intersection of feminism with American culture, and there are various ways in which it has impacted. One of them is through media representation. Feminist activism has led to a challenging of stereotypes and the advocacy for a more nuanced and authentic representation of women in films, television, advertising, as well as other forms of media. There is importance now given to the diverse and realistic portrayals of women, and feminists have pushed for greater inclusivity and representation of women in films. As far as literature is concerned, writers have explored feminist themes in literature, which delve into issues such as gender, power dynamics, identity, and inequality. Through novels, essays, poetry, as well as other forms of literature, authors have contributed to discourses on feminism and its intersection with various aspects of society and culture. Feminist themes have also permeated music, fashion, and entertainment. Musicians use platforms to address issues of gender equality, empowerment, and social justice. Fashion designers, on the other hand, have incorporated feminist motifs and messages into their designs. Additionally, feminist perspectives are also being reflected in films, television shows, and other entertainment modes, contributing to broader cultural conversations about gender and society. Advertisers too have begun to recognize the importance of diversity, inclusivity, and gender equality in branding. They feature diverse models, challenging traditional gender roles, and promote messages of empowerment. Brands have also aligned themselves with feminist values and appealed to audiences who value authenticity and social responsibility. Feminism has also expanded its reach into the digital realm, with online platforms becoming important spaces to advocate, organize, and create awareness regarding feminism and feminist rights. Online activists have promoted digital privacy and safety, challenging sexism and harassment in online spaces. Feminism and race intersect in complex ways. and the critique from black women in the 1970s highlighted the need for a more inclusive and intersectional approach within the feminist movement. These are the ways in which American feminists have responded to these critiques and how they have analyzed the relationship between race and feminism. Black women in the 1970s rightly criticized the feminist movement for its focus on issues of middle class white women to the exclusion of the experiences and struggles of women of color. This critique expressed a desire for feminism to address the specific challenges faced by women from diverse racial and socioeconomic backgrounds. Feminists have since worked tirelessly to question the differences among women, recognizing that women's experiences are shaped not only by gender but also by race, class, ethnicity, sexuality, and other intersecting identities. American feminists have analyzed the relationship between race and feminism, acknowledging race as an integral part of gender identity and oppression. This analysis recognizes that women's experiences of sexism are shaped by their racial identities and the intersections of racism and sexism.